We have over 4,600 photographers in Toronto alone, and that doesn't include all the hobbyists, beginners, and those who do it for fun. With this many photographers, how can you stand out from the rest? What can you do to get someone to book you and continue booking you? Making your business, your brand, or you stand out is actually a lot easier than you may think. All it takes is some change of habits, time, and a little bit of work to apply the things you're gonna learn in this video. Let's dive into some of the methods that I did and still do to this day to stand out and book more clients as a photographer in 2023. First things first, if you're struggling to book clients, I would highly recommend using social media to your advantage. Now, you're probably already posting your work to Instagram, but what I'm actually talking about is creating short form video for Instagram Reels and TikTok. Reels and TikTok both show your content to people who aren't following you as well as to the people who are following you, which means new people are going to see your stuff. The majority of photo shoots I booked last year, and I'll show you right now, came from TikTok, and I only post helpful photography tip videos on there. So if you're filming behind the scenes content or you want to post content like I do, this tells the viewer, okay, this person knows what they're doing. They're very knowledgeable about cameras. Maybe I'll book them. I guess I should have mentioned this before, but if you're going to start posting content on social media, you want to make sure you have a website first. A place where you can describe who you are, what you do, what services you provide, answer questions, all in a centralized location. A website is hands down one of the best tools a photographer can have. So if you don't have one right now, I would highly recommend going to make one. There's a lot of services or platforms that allow you to create and host websites. I personally use Squarespace. I've been using them for a couple years, and that's the one I would recommend, but there are other alternatives out there. That being said, I should probably update my website because I haven't done that in a while. It's also important to present yourself and your brand well. This means everything from your website to social media to your emails and how you speak to clients. So what do I mean when I say present yourself or your brand well? Let's use this as an example. Which Instagram bio do you think looks more professional? The one on the left or the one on the right? Which one would you be more confident paying $1,000 for a project and getting your money's worth? For some, you might think me talking about Instagram bios and what you post on Instagram stories is stupid, but imagine you're an investment company and you're looking to hire a photographer to take headshots for all of your employees or agents. Let's say they need to hire a photographer, they need a quick turnaround time. Which photographer, just based off of what we know, would be the best reliable choice? Are they really going to hire someone who posts neon cat memes to their Instagram story every single day and it doesn't really look like they're taking their photography business seriously? Probably not. Am I saying the photographer who posts memes to their story every day or has Saturdays are for the boys in their bio is a terrible photographer? No. They could be the best photographer in the world, but no client has given them a chance because what they're posting or how they present themselves is hurting their business. This is a major one to keep in the back of your head. I know it's always in my mind all the time. Every email that I send out, every interaction that I have, it's always about professionalism. If someone replies to me saying that my rates are too high, I'm not going to email them back saying, fuck. I'm going to be professional about it, and maybe eventually that client will book me. Okay, that was a big one, but this is all really, really good information. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet and you want to learn more about photography, pause this video right now, scroll down, hit that subscribe button. In the meantime, I'm going to make some coffee. Now, similar to presenting yourself well, you need to have good customer service. Let me give you an example. Last year, I had a client book me for a portrait photo shoot, and she booked it about a month and a half before. I sent her the invoice, she paid me the deposit, and everything was good. A couple days later, she sends me an email saying that she still wanted to do the shoot with me, but she asked if she can get a refund on her deposit because she was short on money for something, and that she'll pay the deposit next week when she gets paid. These are situations you have to weigh the pros and cons. I tell her no, I can't refund it. She gets upset and she also can't pay her bills. The entire shoot is awkward, it's tense, she's not having it. She also gives me the runaround when I'm trying to get her to pay the rest of the balance, and she gives me a bad review. Or I refund it, tell her it's no big deal, she sends me the deposit next week. There's no tension or awkwardness during the shoot. The shoot goes absolutely amazing. She has no problem paying me the rest of the balance on her invoice, and she writes me a good review. These little things go a long way, and trust me, the client will remember what you did for them the next time they're looking to hire a photographer. This has to be the worst coffee I think I've ever made. I don't typically drink coffee, maybe like 1 coffee or 2 coffees a month. That's probably the max that I drink. But there are days where it's needed, and today is definitely one of those days. Piggybacking off that, you need to make sure you're taking reviews or testimonials or something like that. Something that gives the client that extra peace of mind that they're making the right choice booking you. Which photographer would you rather go with? The one that will not give you your money back in case you cancel the shoot or something goes wrong, or the one that had no problem refunding one of his clients so she was able to make her monthly car payment? There's many ways you can accept reviews or testimonials. I like to accept reviews using Google. I usually send the client a link every time I deliver their galleries. Not everyone will leave a review, and it kind of sucks, but that's okay because we can't really do anything about that. And I think a lot of photographers, especially beginners, think that if they keep posting their work to Instagram, they'll eventually get a client or eventually be booked. You need to take the initiative to look for clients. Email that real estate company you've always wanted to work with, or maybe do some research into a company and see if they need updated headshots, or maybe their product photos that are on their website could use some updating. Treat it like an actual job. Wake up in the morning, sit down at your computer, actively look for clients, update your website, post on social media. This is all part of running your own business. And lastly, none of these things matter if your photos are not good. The finished product at the end of the day is all that matters. If the photos are not good or not what the client was expecting, you most likely won't hear from that client again. So make sure you're always perfecting your craft. Brush over the basics every once in a while. Learn new editing styles, how to get a certain look, how to pose models. Practice, 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 and all you'll do is get better. With that being said, if you combine all these things I talked about in this video, everything you learned, I can guarantee you it will pay off later. You will stand out and you will book more clients, but not only will you book more clients, you'll have more clients coming back to you when they need a photographer in the future. If you enjoyed this video or you learned something, make sure to click that like button. And if you want to see more content like this, make sure to click that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.